Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and on this channel we talk about all things fandom and we talk about them in a positive way. And this is Terrifying Tuesday, and on Terrifying Tuesday we talk horror. And the latest childhood icon to get a horror movie makeover is none other than Bambi. So let's talk about it. Stephen King once said the first movie I ever saw was a horror movie. It was Bambi. When that little deer gets caught in the forest fire, I was terrified, but I was also exhilarated. Now, Quentin Tarantino has also said, and recently in fact, that Bambi is a horror movie. That Bambi is one of the few movies that scared him. So, with these people coming forward and saying this, and I know our feelings as children was always that Bambi was terrifying. The beginning of Bambi was absolutely mortifying to a lot of people. It's one reason that Bambi, even today, is considered to be one of the great films, but also one of the more controversial Disney films out there, I guess. The fact that horror writers and film directors can take such inspiration and say that they were utterly terrified by this film says a lot about it. Alright, so Bambi is getting a horror movie update. Why? Why not? Because The Grinch is getting a horror movie update this year, just in time for Christmas. The same person who's bringing us Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, is also talking about doing a Peter Pan horror movie. So this is only the next inevitable step. So basically, what we know about this film so far is that it is directed by a man named Scott Jeffrey. And Scott Jeffrey is going to be working alongside Rise Frank Waterfield, who directed the already, as of yet to be released, much anticipated Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Now, the thing about this movie is that this is going to be absolutely insane as well. All of their projects that are coming out about these childhood icons being turned into horror movie villains just seem so far out there that they're either going to be really amazing or really, really bad. And Bambi is only the latest to get this treatment. Okay, so they said that this movie is going to take a much darker turn to the whole thing, and it's going to be inspired look-wise by the movie The Ritual, which aired on Netflix. And I'm just looking at this and I'm going, wow, okay. This is completely and utterly terrifying to think about. This could be a very much larger version of Bambi with a big, massive mouth getting ready to rip to shreds the victims, limb for limb. This could be horrifying. And the reason I say that is the concepts that we've gotten so far from them, while cheaply done, do bring to mind a little bit of horror. All you need to do is look at Piglet and Winnie the Pooh. In Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and you know that these are going to be terrifying creatures. Even though they look like they're men in suits, it's very terrifying and unsettling to look at. And then you have whatever he's going to do with Peter Pan. Whatever this company is going to do with Peter Pan. I haven't seen any concepts. I don't think anybody has. But he talked about doing Peter Pan, and now they are involved in this Bambi reboot. This Bambi horror movie. And what it is we can look at the other movie that's coming out that's very low budget like this, that actually the effects don't look that bad, and that is The Mean One. And The Mean One is a retelling of The Grinch. The guy that played Art the Clown in the Terrifier movies as the Grinch. So, yes, while this movie is probably just as low budget, think about the utter terror of seeing Bambi watch their parents die and then turn around and feel that they have to get revenge. And this would be a big animal. A deer is a big animal. While we don't think of deers as utterly terrifying, imagine a movie that could make deer completely and utterly terrifying to look at. I have to wonder if they could do for deer what Jaws did for sharks. And that would be pretty fun to watch. Don't go in the woods, because Bambi's waiting for you. And are they going to do this with a creature that does look like a deer and just make them look terrifying when they need to? Or is this inspiration that they're talking about actually talking about him somehow mutating into this monstrous deer to seek revenge? And if so, how are they gonna accomplish that? The movie already has me intrigued. And just like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and this untitled, confirmed Peter Pan that they've got going on, which I guess it's been slightly confirmed, but as far as I know, they haven't started it. And then The Mean One. These movies with childhood icons becoming these complete and utter horrifying creatures. There's something about it that may be fun to watch. Is this going to be the greatest horror film ever? Probably not. But if this trend of making our childhood icons into terrifying creatures and people we should be afraid of continues, then what comes next? Where do you go after anamorphic creatures and deer who talk? And then where do you go from there? Where do you go from a little kid in a magical land? This all could be so terrifying of a trend to see continue. The Grinch, I get. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey? Okay, I'm on board. Peter Pan, I could see that as well, in a sort of twisted way. But this is Bambi. How do you make this work? I guess we're going to find out. In the meantime, I want to know what you guys think. Are you excited about the news that Bambi is being made into a horror movie? What do you think the odds are of this movie being any good? And are you going to go see it? Because me, unfortunately, I know I'm going to watch this movie just because of the amount of insanity that it promises. So, make sure you leave us a comment in the comment box. YouTube likes it, and we like it too. And then don't forget to share this video with all of your friends so that they can be a part of the conversation as well. And then make sure you're hitting that like button. It helps the channel, and it's free. So, while you're hitting that like button, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because Miko says we need more subscribers. And there won't be some movie about Miko going completely haywire. Not anytime soon. His copyright is still intact. So hit that subscribe button. You don't want to disappoint Miko. And make sure that you hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video we do. And yes, friends, you know it and I know it. And Miko knows it. At the end of the day, fandom is family.